lie there in that old curiosity shop.
Okay. Oh, these sell sometimes. This one is Wagnerware. Okay. So that's going to be an old one. Patented 1920, I think is what it says there. $3. I'm probably going to purchase that. Probably. Because I am the only one in the store at the moment. And I can zip right back down this aisle and pick it up. Yeah, that's an original. And it can probably sell, oh, I don't know, it's been a while since I've checked the comps on those, but $12, $15 maybe. So we'll see about that. It's nice there's no music on. So this is the plastic aisle, as you can see, and I don't really see anything. That's expensive stuff when it's sold new. You know, I'm not really into buying and selling too much Tupperware. Well, really any Tupperware. That's okay. There's one of those anchor hocking copper tone dishes on the bottom. That's a deep one, which I don't normally see, but copper tone doesn't sell. What is that? Yeah, it's too high at $4.50. It's referred to as peach luster when it's on plates and cups and saucers and mugs, but they called it copper tone the bakeware. And the pie plates and all that is referred to as copper tone. Now let me see. This is the electronics aisle. There's probably not going to be anything down here for me. We'll zoom pretty fast. Oh, look at this old movie light. Who remembers these? My father would blind us with this. Oh, I can see it now. It was like a 500-watt light bulb. You remember? It's just an empty box. But you needed bright lights like this when you made home movies. When I was just a toddler in the late 1960s. It's funny when we look at a lot of our old home movies, everybody is squinting and putting their hands up at their faces. No! Blinded by the light. And you were blinded by the light. Okay. I'm going to shut the camera off and take a look at this cornbread pan again. Oh my word, look what finally turned up about 2 weeks late. It's the top to the fancy turkey toilet. Let me go see if I can find the bottom, but it's long gone. And this has no price on it. I would buy it just to save it and sell it as a replacement, but I don't know if I feel like taking it back and getting a price tag. It takes so long to do that sometimes. Oh, poor things. Someone has taped a Fostoria American lid on top of a sort of reproduction 1960s restaurant sugar bowl. And the sugar bowl actually has its metal lid, but they've taped this American lid on top of it anyway. That's a bad marriage. Bad marriage. Well, unfortunately, I didn't hit it right this time. I'm actually here on the day that the ladies are taking all the inventory off of the shelves, things that have been sitting around and haven't sold. So they're not actually putting new things out on the shelves. I'm over here in the Christmas department. But I did manage to find some elegant Depression stemware in crystal. Now there were dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of these patterns, and I only have maybe 5 or 6 of them memorized. So I'll have to get these home and look them up. They are absolutely beautiful, kind of dirty. But they're all in good condition. And what I have here are 4 small wine glasses. I'm sorry, 3 small wine glasses. I know it's hard to see with this cart. Yeah, they're really going to sparkle when I get them on the kitchen counter. And then there's some other, I guess this could be like a champagne. Well, not really a champagne glass. Some kind of a cordial. Do not tempt me. I will do the YMCA right here in the middle of this Goodwill. In fact, I feel a song coming on. Here's a beautiful piece of Cambridge glass in the Caprice pattern, and if I remember, they call this Midnight Blue, I think. And it's a very popular pattern. It's $4.49, but believe it or not, this bowl really only sells for about $10. So I'm going to leave it here and let someone else discover it. Look, I found a pair of polo seersucker pants. And unfortunately, it's a size 35 waist, which means you could fit 2 of me in these. Oh well, summer's over anyway. I'll live. Hey, it's time for corduroy. Yeah, man, I love corduroy pants. Well, I can't wait to show you what I... Ew! Sonny and Cher need to come pick up their carpet. Nasty. Well, I can't wait to show you what I bought. Okay, I'm not going to wait until I get inside. I'm out here on the back of my car. I put a blanket down, an old blanket just to protect it. And I'm going to show you what I bought today in the thrift shop. Here is a big box full of uranium glass, just miscellaneous pieces. It was $12 for all of it. And I don't know how many pieces I got. I think I got about 12 pieces. 1 or 2 of them are chipped, but I just want to show you anyway. It's just all random uranium glass. Some of these patterns I know, and some I just can't even seem to remember because there are just so many. Here are 2 sherbet cups. Most of this is either made by Hocking, Federal, or Hazel Atlas. So 2 optic sherbets. These I think are the only 2 pieces that match. We'll count them all up at the end. I can't remember, as I said, exactly how many are in here. Here is a, well, these do match. This is a matching cream and sugar set. Now this stuff is dirty and I'm hoping that it will clean up. These are, now remember, all of this was just $12 for everything that you see right now. Really unbelievable. That's in the Georgian lovebird pattern. I do know that. There are the lovebirds right there. I've never found Georgian lovebird out in the open. Just a teacup, no saucer. There's another sherbet. I think that's in the ribbon pattern, if I remember. That's a little unmarked shaker. There's a little, what do you call that? Not demi-tasse, little shot glass thing. These are made by Hazel Atlas, and these came out the year that lime jello was introduced, and it was either 1930 or 31. There's some research that suggests Hazel Atlas released these specifically for to celebrate lime jello. And lime was not one of the original gelatin flavors, but it did come out in the early 30s. Oops. Okay, didn't chip it. There's a creamer, and this is not going to be the... I think this is going to be the Jeanette Cube instead of the Fostoria American. There's another optic teacup. That one does have a chip on it. That one is called, I believe, either Teardrop or Raindrop, a sherbet cup. There's another sherbet cup. Now this is probably made for the restaurant industry. I've never seen that pattern before, but it reminds me of the ones that you could get in stainless steel. There's a sugar bowl without its top. That has a chip on it. A little juice glass. There's another little juice glass with etching on it. There's a plate in the roulette pattern. Here's one more shaker. This is Hazel Atlas. Plate, and that's it. Let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 pieces here of uranium glass for $12. And I think there's only maybe chips on 2 of them. So it's all random. I'll have to decide how I'm going to sell it. A couple of these things I'm going to keep. As you know, I collect individual cups and saucers of various patterns, and I don't have lovebird, but that means that I now have to find a saucer. And of course my rule is I can't find these on the internet. I have to find them out in the wild, so to speak, so that it makes it more fun that way. A couple more things in this box I really like. This is a mid-century piece made in Japan. It's just has a really nice 60s look to it. A little cheese dish. That was $1.99. And then this was half price, a beautiful hand-painted, I think it's Limoges, made in Limoges, maybe it's Bavarian, Germany, I'll have to look when I get inside. Hand-painted strawberry plate. I might have that turned in the wrong direction. It was $5.99 at 33% off. Okay, let me get all this back in the box and then I'll show you what else I bought. Okay, I'm not afraid to ship big glass shades. This is a yellow cased glass shade for a student lamp, hurricane lamp, oil lamp, and it's in the tam o' shanter shape. It's a big 10-inch. It would fit on a 10-inch fitter, and it's in beautiful shape. You might be surprised at the value of some of these shades. People are always looking for replacements, and that's the reason why I bought that. I also love this silver-plated, or probably quadruple plate, bread plate, because I've actually never found one before with the word bread embossed on the bottom and wheat. Yeah, you can actually see. And there's no way I would polish this or do anything to it except just clean it. I wouldn't necessarily use it as to serve bread. You could. But wouldn't this look nice in part of your autumn display? You know, for the harvest season decor. I'm gonna have to decide whether I actually want to sell it or not, because I really like it. And it's probably going to date to somewhere around 1900, 1910, when bread and butter, that was a staple on American dinner tables. I really like this. Now let me show you two beautiful prints that I purchased. That was $5, by the way. I'm not sure, sometimes these sell for $30, sometimes they sell for $100. Got to do a little bit of research on that. But wait till you see these two prints. Hold on. Now these obviously came in a series, and I don't know exactly how many were in the series, but I was happy to at least get two. And I may have to take these inside. Hold on, let me angle the camera. Okay, that's better. This one is entitled Her Idol. Her Idol. And this is going to date to just after the turn of the century, but prior to the 1920s. And it's just gently tinted. There's just a little bit of rose on her cheeks and these dots here on her dress to give it a little bit of color. It was only $5. It's a beautiful print of a mother having a sweet moment with the baby in its original frame. And then here's the second one. Again, this would have been a whole series. And oops, sorry. This one is entitled Beauty and Talent. And it's mother giving a piano lesson to the child. And we're judging by hairstyles and clothing that this is this could be as late as 1920, but it probably dates sometime between 1912 to the very early 20s. And both of these prints are in really good condition, and they absolutely look sweet together. They've got to stay together. They were $5 each. What a bargain. Hopefully there's not too much of a reflection. If there is, I'll show them to you again. Okay, it was a great day thrifting. Let me see if there's anything else in this car to show you. Well, there are a few more things, but I'm not going to show you everything. I'm going to wrap it up with these, and everything else that's in the trunk is going to be a surprise. You'll see it later. Take a look at these, and you say, oh my goodness, candlesticks. Does he need another pair of candlesticks? Well, no, I don't. But actually, they're not candlesticks. Candlestick holders. There's a lot of wax in there. All right, what's the clue that they're not candlestick holders? Let's turn them around. Aha! Electrical cords came out of these holes in the back. And there were electric sockets in here at one point. And also from these little holes, either amber or green or crystal colored prisms would hang. Probably in the shape of a teardrop, one from each side. It would hang down. Somebody ripped off the sockets, ripped off the electrical cords. The glass prisms are long gone, and they're just being used as candlestick holders. I'm going to turn them back into electric lamps. I always get these confused. Some little pooty type thing, and he's busy playing his tambourine with no clothes on. I often do that, even to this day. And of course, I'm going to be able to get the prisms to hang from here. And this is actually the original paint, although it looks like somebody took a can of spray paint. These are made of spelter or monkey metal, as it's called, which is a very cheap metal, and we can actually scrape some of the paint off and get right down. You can see the metal underneath. That's pretty much the gold paint that came on these. So I'm going to be restoring these, refreshing the paint and turning them back into electric lamps. And don't worry, I'll film it. I'm not sure when I'm going to get around to it, but that's it for today. I'm Scott from the Old Curiosity Shop saying thanks for watching, and so long for now.